Hey guys, it's Satoshi Takano here. It's my second installment of Whiteboard at Large. Wanted to share with you something that I'm about to draw on the whiteboard. After the first session, a lot of people came over to me and said, hey Satoshi, can you actually draw out some of the things that you're thinking in your head? And I'm about to do that with you today. I'm really excited. Now, the question that I get quite often is, Satoshi, you know, you're an intelligent, smart, good-looking guy. Tell me about the tools. What do I need to do? What do I need to execute on? Put them in a PowerPoint presentation. So there's a lot of these kinds of do. And let's not discount the value of the do. Because without that, you know, if you're only working at a high level, you're pretty much just selling a pipe dream. So you need to be able to take some of those capabilities of the execution piece and then match that with some of the more higher purpose or the reason as to why you're doing the things that you do. So with that, I wanted to introduce to you a concept that was introduced to me by a gentleman by the name of Dan Rome. Dan Rome has actually written a book called Back of a Napkin. He has an exceptional skill to be able to take a problem and match that with a solution using pictures, and I'm about to do that with my markers. So what is most important here, it's not really the drawings, of course. It's really about how to solve the problem. The problem is, how do we actually understand the reason and the purpose as to what it is that we're doing here today? So the concept is this. Let's get started. It's really a triangle. And that triangle has three components. The first is what's called vision. The second is what's called the mission. Third is what we all know very well, which is tactics. So the difference between these, it's very much the 50,000 foot level being the vision, the 30,000 foot description being the mission, and the 1,000 foot in terms of the tactics. So we hear this all the time in a lot of the organizations, but this is exactly what it looks like. Now, the vision here, what's most important, and this applies, it doesn't matter if you're in sales, it doesn't matter if you're in marketing, it doesn't matter if you're in administration, it doesn't matter if it's about personal development. It's quite simple. It's about being able to set the gold standard. The gold standard for what? You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you sell. Products, services, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you want to be the gold standard that everybody's working towards, whether it be a competitor or whether it be a internal to the organization. So that's the vision. The vision, as you can tell here, has nothing to do with financials. It doesn't have anything to do with the revenue. It doesn't have to do with anything about margins. It doesn't have to do anything about profitability. Although that's really important from a shareholder's point of view, this is what's going to help drive you and the rest of the organization towards becoming the best at what they do. The second part is the mission. The mission is quite simple. What it does is that it actually becomes a gap filler between the vision and the tactics. Because sometimes when you talk about becoming a gold standard, not everybody can understand that. And then to be able to put that into tactics can sometimes fall apart. So a mission identifies exactly what we're looking to work towards in preparation to get to that gold standard. The mission is actually quite simple. Again, it doesn't matter what part of the organization, it doesn't matter how big your organization, whether it be a startup right up until a multinational corporation. The mission is quite simple. The mission is this. The mission is about the customer. What do I mean by that? It's about being able to create what I call raving customers. When I say raving, that is no joke. This is exactly where the game is played. If you don't win here by outserving customers, you will lose in this economy. You'll notice that a lot of the tools and tactics that are being put into place underneath here, sometimes we'll call it viral. The viral thing is really what gets customers getting their eyeballs towards exactly what some of those tactics were. So at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. It's about customer service and it's about business development, and to be able to create raving customers, not just a happy or a satisfied customer. That's not good enough in this economy. So that's your mission. That mission, once you have your raving customers, is going to work towards setting that gold standard, and eventually all the money will follow towards your products and services. So let's talk about the tactics now. This is where a lot of people are comfortable, and that I can totally understand. If you look at tactics, you can actually break it up into 4 quadrants. The first quadrant is what I call serve. So what do I mean by that? Again, it's about taking your products and services and being able to outserve those customers, going above and beyond expectations. So this is about service. The second quadrant is what I call manage. Manage, quite simply, is about the relationship between the leader and the employees underneath it. So at the end of the day, it's about leadership. How do I effectively manage my organization to be able to show and demonstrate the leadership? The third quadrant is what I call develop. So what do I mean by develop? It's being able to take the people in your organization and to be able to take them by the hand and to be able to get them towards a whole different direction they never expected to go. So this is really all about development and training, for example. The last quadrant is what I call inspire. I'm going to draw a star here with a little number 1. Because at the end of the day, you want to have employees in your team and even yourself to come into work every day, feel that they're inspired to come in and they love what they do. So this is the inspirational part. So let me kind of walk you through the next step here. So as you can see, these are the 4 tactics that we need to think about. As a result of here, you'll start to see things kind of funnel in here. Questions like, what do I need to do to be able to continue to outserve my customer? Or, what do I need to do to help develop the team members that I have within my organization? What do I need to do to help people feel inspired to come into work every morning? Whether they come in early and stay late, or it doesn't really matter. They want to make sure that they're fully engaged and fully inspired to come into work. Thirdly, how do I demonstrate effective leadership within my organization? So this is the management part. So obviously you can kind of tell that the do part naturally gets created as a result of all the stuff that we've talked in here. So it's not the do part that actually goes in here, but the do is a result of the 4 quadrants that we have in play right here. And then the most important part is, put in a different color for you. How do I measure? That's the important part. How do I measure my level of success and know that it's working? And as a result, all these pieces all fit together to essentially become that gold standard. Again, it doesn't matter what product or service that you sell. It doesn't matter what role within the organization you have, whether it be, again, an entrepreneur or you're in a multinational organization. This model absolutely works. So hopefully you're able to take away some of the learnings from this diagram. And next time, I hope to see you get on the whiteboard and start drawing some stuff out and solving some problems. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.